arms.
Do one of us.
That's who?
Us, your birthday kid, or your birthday
Well, why are we moving?
Peeps. We gotta get. What are we doing?
All right.
Happy
Birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Grandpapa. And you can adjust it. It goes out and it goes in, and you can like fold it and unfold it.
Oh, keep your cool.
Oh.
Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Because like you can also like, it's kind of hooked right now, but yeah.
Looks clean, bud.
Pick up.
I think it's clean. Don't do as I do, son. We're not gonna dry it. I'm in too much of a hurry. That's right, I said it. I'm in a hurry.
We are.
No, not really. But I just don't want to dry it. We're hitting the road, open highway. We have 530 miles to go. Yeah, we're gonna have some long trucking since it's already 6:30 at night. Let's go. That's how they get you. Advertised out there 321, 327. We actually crossed over to the other side of the street.
Same price advertised.
Same price, 321 advertised. And what was their price?
$331.
That's insanity. All right, we're off of Interstate 29 here in South Dakota. And if you're new to the channel, me and Troy, that furry guy right there, we are heading to Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This isn't going to be a big video to where I'm recording scenes and trying to get into things. This is, I don't even have a phone tripod with me. This is, I pick the camera up, I record a few things, we jibber jabber a little bit. But we started our day at Grandpa's birthday. We got the truck all ready to go. We drove, well, we have to drive. We've driven 160 miles. We have, I don't know, we started our day with 530, so do the math there. Hurry up.
That's something like 300 or 400 left.
If everything goes right, we should pull into Devil's Lake, North Dakota right at probably around 2:30 in the morning. We have a motel. We didn't bring the camper. We have a motel. We made it 22 miles. Look how many bugs are on the windshield already.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That was spotless when we left. Hey, your sister's going to go to college here next year. Brookings. Yes. We're in
It
Brookings.
has a parts store, B-dubs, and a bunch of food. I think I could stay here with you.
What's a B-dub?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Gotcha. Sometimes I don't know that stuff. It has a pizza ranch. That's pretty cool.
That's less in value, though.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Devil's Lake. What time is it? 2:24. So we almost made it. Well, we did make it. 'Cause didn't I say 2:30 a.m. earlier? I think I did. So we did make it before 2:30. Well, that's a nice pike. Troy is currently catching an otter. That otter just took his line from both of his poles and crossed them over. The mess from one otter.
One otter.
How many lines did he get?
4. He got 4.
4 lines.
We got Doc's up. He got his free, so now we got 3 lines.
Oh my gosh.
He's got 5 lines. Yeah, he does. 5 lines.
So that'd be 5 lines from an otter.
And so because over there, when he was caught on, I had the bail open. He went over. I thought it was free, so I closed the bail and it went to reel, and he dove. I'm like, oh.
Nice and slow. There we go.
Yeah, got one.
Now everybody's caught fish.
Yep.
And an otter. And an otter.
And an otter.
3 of us got an otter. I don't have a hair dryer.
I see that.
Is it working?
Sure, it's working great, buddy. Remember, I dropped him a lot as a child. I did, I swear to it. Well, here we are on to day 2 of Devil's Lake. The first day we fished a lot. It was 10 hours on one spot and we caught 10 pike. I caught 1 of those pike. Bud caught 3 of them. Then the guys that we were with caught the rest. Usually you wouldn't keep that much pike, but when you're with Thompson, a buddy of mine, he can fry those pike up perfect. He can clean them perfect, so you keep those pike. This year Devil's Lake is it's shut off. The water just isn't warming up, mixed with weeds, a lot of weeds. Got plenty of ice up here this winter, but there was no snow, and with no snow it just lets that sun straight through the ice and the vegetation goes crazy. Everybody we're talking to, everything is just shut off really slow. They're only catching, you know, 5-6 walleye a day, or in our case like 10 pike a day, and that sounds like a lot, but up here there's a reason why people drive multiple hours to get to Devil's Lake, North Dakota. One of the biggest reasons, I think, though, is you can shore fish it. Like what we're doing right now is the road is up there. You see the pickup up there, and that's what we're doing. We're just shore fishing. You can shore fish this lake like crazy. With a boat, you know, you can do that. You have the added bonuses of having technology when you use a boat versus shore fishing it. But you get a little breeze. Yesterday was very windy. You were not going to see any boats on the lake because it was just too rough. You get a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind up here, and it changes the world in the wise of boating. So we're going to sit here for 2 hours, and then I'm going to move on. I'm not going to do like we did yesterday. We sat for 10 hours straight. Keep hunting. That's what we're going to keep doing. But the great part about it is the weather is perfect. The mayflies aren't too bad. They're swarming me right now, but I'm just walking through some grass to get over here. It rained a little bit this morning. Nothing horrible. It's gotten kind of cool at nights, which is a huge plus. A little warmer would be okay for the fish, though. The water's a little cold yet. I think water temp is down to like 50 degrees. when last week it was 65. Those are rabbits, dude. What kind of rabbit is that?
A big one.
Did you see how fast that thing was running?
Yeah. I was keeping up with the pickup.
It's the size of a coyote.
Huge. Look at him go.
Look at him go. Dude. I think there's a movie out there that talks about killer rabbits. That would be them. Jackrabbit, maybe? If that's a jackrabbit, that'd make sense. If, you know, because Paige's college is going to be jackrabbits. That would make sense. Because they got the huge ears, like their mascot. And they're fast as lightning. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a different bridge. That's not the same bridge. I'm pretty sure those were jackrabbits. We don't see jackrabbits in Iowa. And last time we were up here, we seen a rabbit that looked just like that. And I'm almost positive that's a jackrabbit. We just caught another pike. I didn't record it there. Bud got one over there on a smelt. A lot of pike. Haven't caught the walleye yet. Heck, I think I'd be happy with a white bass at this point. But we just keep going. I think we're going to stay right here the rest of the evening till probably about 9:30. Sundown's 9:30 tonight. And up here in North Dakota, it really doesn't get dark till about 10:30, quarter till 11. So that's probably what we're going to do. This highway's a little busier than the last one we were on, but as long as I can catch a pike or catch a walleye, I really don't care if I'm fishing underneath bridges or along rock banks. That's why I love Devil's Lake so much. Back home, any lakes we have, well, most of them, 95% of them are privately owned all the way around them. And unless you got a boat, there's not really much you can do. Yep, we're good. Go ahead and let that little feller go get a little bigger. Yeah, they are a missile. I took the topper off, pulled the drawers out of the back and took the topper off of it when we got home last week from trucking with full intentions on putting my camper in the back of it. And then we had a change in plans. We almost didn't come on this trip. And so I put the drawers back in it and I put the tailgate cover back on it. And I was sitting in the garage kind of grumpy that I wasn't going to go fishing on my trip, and I started sanding. Once I got done sanding, I looked over, the torch was right there, fired up the torch, and I started torching. And then I decided to go ahead and throw on some clear coat, and that's what we ended up with. I'll put a couple before pictures maybe, and one after picture when it's all cleaned up. We've already driven on some gravel roads, and it's already scratched up from just this trip alone, so I'm not expecting it to last too long, but it's pretty cool. It's smooth. No more splinters in my butt. Oh, that's a big step. I just did it before we left.
Oh, wow. That looks really nice.
Yeah, here you go.
Well,
yeah,
thank you.
I just did it before we left.
I thought you made both these for mine.
I did make them both for you. I have two more I got to cook. All right, that is John right there. Hobby Dart. One place I never thought I'd run into a subscriber. Did we run into any subscribers last year? One place I never thought I'd run into a subscriber is North Dakota. I know I have a subscriber that asked me in one of my last videos. He said, "Hey, when you coming up to Devil's Lake again?" And I told him next week, but I cannot find that comment again. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those, "Hey, look me up when you get up here," and I cannot find that comment, and it's kind of annoying me. And I was hoping John right there was that comment, but he wasn't. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's running local hopper bottom right now. He was over the road, but he was coming down the road. I was talking to you guys, so I'm gonna have to look at the video and see if he's in the background of it. But I was talking to you guys about the deck, my drawer system, and he's seen me and pulled over right across the bridge. That is pretty cool.
He saw you, and I was watching him as he crossed the bridge. He saw you, and you saw brakes hit slam.
Oh,
Yeah.
He got on the hook. He looked at the truck, he said, and he said the truck looked really familiar. And then he seen my bald head. He's like, yeah, there's only one guy that could be. All right, John, it was darn nice to meet you, and thanks for the subscribe and viewing the videos. There you go, first walleye of the trip, bud. What'd you catch him on? Leech. What did you swallow?
I went down there, I saw the line tight.
It's kind of hard to believe this was the state highway, you know. See that pelican, Troy?
Yeah.
That's why this lake's called Pelican Lake.
Is that pelican?
Yep, that pelican right there.
Pelicans remind me of old people.
How?
See, their hair on the top of their head, it's all white, you know? It's all frizzy. You know? They just remind me of the old bird, the old person. Like the bird, like if the birds are old.
Yeah, you do. This highway we're driving on is Highway 281. I actually remember driving on this road when it was a highway, when it was still an open highway back before they got Devil's Lake under control with the spillways. I cannot believe how much the water is down. Where we're driving right here was completely covered in water last year when we were here. Alright, if some of you are wondering, that's a northern pike. This is what you would call like a hammer handle pike, a tiny one. He's one flop away from sliding out of my hand right now because they're all slimy. But inside the mouth there is insane teeth. Right there is your is a pike. Fun to catch, good to eat. You just gotta be able to clean them. A little breezy out. Slide the drawer in a little bit, and it takes the wind away. It'll make the camper actually smell like brats now. Or the topper. They're catching some pike, some white bass. Walleye are just not going to happen this year, I'm thinking. Boy, it doesn't get much more like glass than that. That is
The
glass.
birds. Beautiful view.
Beautiful view.
The birds in going over the glass.
Oh, okay. Well, if my other hand wasn't on the fishing rod, I could have zoomed in and got a real good picture, right?
Well, you can still look back at the video, pause it, and it zooms you in, screenshot.
Oh, screenshot?
Get fancy with it.
Oh, I could get fancy with it. Nice. Probably should show them how we're doing.
Yeah, let's see it.
I say we're doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good.
I have never had walleye hit so finicky. I mean, literally, I'm the finger on there and just a tiny, tiny little nibble. That's it.
And you hit it after the nibble?
Once I feel a nibble, I kind of bring it up and then lock it in. That I've never had walleye just the slightest.
Cool.
Crazy. Yeah, Thompson's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Just so finicky, bud. I mean, I could have swore a mouse just farted on my line. I mean, all right, gill it and put it in the bucket.
Like this?
All the way back. All the way back. There you go. Feel it?
Yeah.
Pinch him.
Pinch him more.
Right there. There you go. Look at me.
I didn't catch it though.
I know, but I'm just nice. I may have caught more, but you caught the best one of the night right there, buddy.
Yeah, sir.
Look at that walleye. That's a nice walleye. Awesome. Proud of you, man.
You were right.
Very finicky, right?
Very. But how I caught it was I was feeling finicky all night.
Mm-hmm.
But how I caught it was a quick finicky. It was like a little bit stronger than the others.
Beautiful walleye.
Let's go put them in a bucket.
All right.
Look at that big chunker.
Oh, you a chubby little buddy. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, man. We are getting chewed up by mosquitoes.
It's worth it though. Bucket full of walleye.
Get in there. Oh, yeah, man. When you get in after 1 o'clock in the morning, everything is closed in town and you get to stand outside in the rain and make your supper. Was it you that loved Curious George, Troy?
I think it was paid.
Well, it was paid.
I watched it though.
Stay at school and eat bananas. I think I want one of those, Troy. You see that right there? Used to have one. Grandpa used to have one.
I was gonna say that looks like a grandma car.
Ours was red, and it had 2 big doors. I mean, ours was the Ford version of that. I think that's a Mercury, isn't it? Does it say Mercury on the back?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a Mercury. The Ford LTD was the same thing. Right there's your grandpa's favorite cars.
Bel Air.
That's a 55, you think? Oh yeah, it's in the window right there. 55. I don't know. I think it's a Bel Air. Yeah, it's a Bel Air, but I know he loves like the 57 Chevy, you know?
That's a Camaro.
I know I've told you this story a million times, Troy, but my parents bought my sister one of those. She didn't like it. And then Dad sold it right before I turned 16. Do you realize all this candy you're leaving out there? I am hungry for candy. Who's my favorite son?
Here's your sucker.
Who's my favorite son? I love my son. I do. That's a subscriber right there, Troy.
He honked at us in the beer bag.
Yeah. I like it. Nice. There we go. Oh, look at that thing. Now you have goals.
I see a single Bronco.
We got a 1979 Ford Bronco that you could put in this show,
And Oldsmobile.
and a 1982 Oldsmobile.
See, then you drive the Oldsmobile up here, I could drive the Bronco up here.
It's a
That's how you do it.
8-hour drive up here. I promise you I'm not driving the Bronco.
Yeah, I'll drive the Bronco, you drive the
Yeah,
Oldsmobile.
I drive that Oldsmobile. That thing rode like a Cadillac. Devil's Run Car Show. It's one of the biggest car shows in a long ways. A lot of Canadian truck cars were here, but we're only about 2 hours at most from Canada right now. But the goal for the Devil's Run is to drive your car to this show, to this weekend. It's a weekend event, and there's a lot. At like our motel, there was a lot of people.
We didn't see that El Camino that was at it.
No, that wasn't even all the cars. That was just the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars. We're gonna try to go to the car show as well. We're gonna swing over there and see if they're setting it up yet. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go garage sailing.
It's a garage sale. It has
You
a lot
see-
of fishing poles.
You see a garage sale in Devil's Lake, North Dakota, you go fishing poles, fishing. I'm looking at the nets. I need a new net. Look at this old girl. Wow, that's an oldie. Just set right
Back in
on it.
your day.
No, not back in my day. How old do you think I am? Look, Troy. Tape cassettes.
Back in your day.
Those are back in my day. Troy, this is the coolest thing you could ever own. Eject, put the tape in, close it, play. Oh, you even got the record option. Watch this, you gotta push play and record at the same time. No, yeah. I wonder why it's not letting that go down. Equalizers. Troy, this thing's the bomb. That thing is awesome. Very nice.
We got a package.
You bought a package deal and you got it all for like 15 bucks.
Yep.
Nice rod, nice reel. Devil's Lake, North Dakota. That way.
Ambassador.
Now every time you use it up here, you can be like, I bought this in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. Let's pull back here to the corner. That way I don't get their parking lot all messy. That sound good? Good old unreliable strikes again. That p***'s broke again. I hate diesel. I hate diesel. I hate diesel. There you go. 90 bucks. Fuel filters. Gotta love diesel pickups. I don't know if it's the issue, but she's acting like she's completely plugged up. So we're gonna change it right here in the parking lot. There's 2 of them. Now I know some of you are thinking, man, Kurt, it's time to get rid of that pickup. It has given you nothing but headaches its entire life. No, I hate the engine in this pickup. I love the pickup, hate the engine. All right, do we have enough extensions to get to that filter? I think we do. I hate the engine. So someday I'm going to be able to afford to pull this engine out and throw it in the river where it belongs. No, I'm just kidding. Throw it in the garbage can where it belongs, and put me a beloved V10 in here. It should be reliable. Well, this filter don't look bad. I just put that in there about 2 weeks ago. We'll put this one in. And then we gotta go under there. We gotta go way under there, and we have to get very covered in diesel. Alright, both of these filters look darn near brand new. So I just put them in, like I said, about a week ago. Right at a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. We got both new ones in. Now we see. If you're wondering, no, it didn't fix it. I actually feel the last time we came up here, this pickup did this to me. I'm pretty confident it did. Almost pretty 100% sure it did. Hey, we've circled the problem. Yeah, we shut the hood, that fell off. I got some super glue. Let's super glue it on. It's still going. That is awesome. An army convoy. And I bet there was probably
A lot.
over 100 trucks in that. I mean, they're stretched out. At least a solid mile bumper to bumper. That was really cool.
Walk by 'em.
I had one just like this one, except mine was a 3/4 ton and it was green and not an automatic. Oh yeah, looked identical. Mine was a 4-speed. Big old 390 in it. That's sweet. Another one of those chickens over here, Troy.
So do these come up?
Yeah, those flip up. There's 2 headlights behind him. He hits his headlights, they go woo back into the car.
Why are the cars nowadays? They're so boring.
They're so cool too, man.
Cars nowadays suck.
That was so cool. 77. Oh, look at that interior. I don't know, man. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Huh. I didn't know. I wonder if that's stock. Well, that's sure. Well, no, I don't think it is.
That's
Would
a
it?
sunroof.
I could see T-tops, baby, but not a sunroof. Okay, go ahead. You show me.
Back up. Hit 3 times zoom.
3 times zoom.
And you can either take it, see how much better that looks.
Okay.
Just get one angle and then you gotta
Oh, look at that. I've been recording my videos all wrong all these years.
And if you want to get more aggressive look, you
Yeah.
close it down and they go no brighten.
Oh, look at you go. So I've been recording vehicles. Oh, gosh. I am sorry, YouTube world. I've been recording you all wrong. All wrong. I've been recording everything. I do apologize. There's going to be more video of a car show than a fishing, Troy.
1979.
Boom, nailed it.
There's no need to walk that way. The only car I'm here to see is right there. Oldsmobile 442. You gotta say it. Oldsmobile 442. You can't say 442.
That sounds right.
Yes, you gotta say Oldsmobile 442. That's the winner. There's no other vehicle in this parking lot better than that car right
I
there.
like that close.
That's an Oldsmobile 442. What is there not to like about this car? What is there not to like? Oh, look at that. Oh, if you ever get rich, please, please buy me one. Promise? Promise. Oh my gosh. Do one of your fancy videos with this thing. He sold a Hellcat to buy that car. It's a fully restored. It's got the 455 in it. I thought maybe it'd have
See,
the...
you know, as a younger generation, I don't think I'd do that.
Oh, Hellcats are junk compared to that.
Well, because I'm still younger, and Hellcats will be old when I get old.
It's got 1,200 miles on it, full restoration.
That's crazy.
Oh. My Oldsmobile has a 350 rocket in it, if you're wondering, not the 455. I want to go home and get my car out now. I do. We gotta go to the storage unit when we go home. We just gotta put a new transmission in it. Motor hasn't ran in about 25 years. We can do it. Yeah, Grandpa used to have one of those. We We camouflaged it with camouflage spray paint. Tearing straight. That's how we rolled. Ripped the transmission out of that one a few times though. It was a 4-speed. I remember we were climbing a hill, coyote hunting, and it started hopping. And that, oh yeah, those things are mountain goats. But we got stuck and it started hopping, and Grandpa didn't let off. Hopped that thing straight to death. Oh, the Camaro would be.
This is too much here.
You know, if you had the Camaro, you'd have to own a Chevy.
Well,
If you're wondering, yes, he is in a chair. Somebody brought a chair down and put it in the rocks, and Troy has now found himself a nice comfy place there in that chair. You know, I've done a lot in Devil's Lake and I've seen a lot in Devil's Lake, but we are in North Dakota. The one thing that is still puzzling me and blowing me out of the water is that we actually ran into 2 subscribers out of North Dakota. We ran into John yesterday, and then on top of that we ran into another one today at the parade, and I remember him because he drove by blowing his horn and waving like crazy. So I find that pretty awesome and humbling. You guys are just, I've always told everybody I do have the best subscribers. We're waiting till kind of go time. Last night we got here at, I think it was about 8:30 at night. Right now it's sitting at 6 o'clock at night, so we're here 2 hours early. We probably should have drug our feet a little bit, but when the walleye haven't been hitting like they weren't for the first 3 days, and then you find out that they are, the place where they are hitting is going to fill up when you're shore fishing. Did you just ask me what did the boats look like when I was little? And then you said, were they wooden? He also asked me earlier, hey Dad, back in your day, did they have car shows? I mean, were they like Model Ts at those car shows? Model A's? We are 550 miles from home. There's a good chance you're not going to make it all the way home tomorrow. I'm not gonna spray you, don't worry. Nope, just cleaning the table off. You got, where's that meat? Where's the meat? Oh, over there, okay. This is a cleaning table, guys. Meat grinder. We are at a different motel tonight because the other one sold out for the car show. Don't let Mom see this video. She knows we use her cooler as a fish hauler. She's not going to be happy. Pretty nice. It's heated. I like that. Oh, it's looking about done, bud.
Not those ones.
No, those are raw.
Those other ones.
We're having breakfast. The VIP of this trip, this deck system, me and Grandpa put in a few years ago, because we've used that thing. What, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we've used that thing on this trip. Absolutely.
It's been useful.
Yeah. When we get home, there's nothing to eat because everything's closed. Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Not tonight, though.
Not tonight. Tonight
It's only like 10:30.
Yeah, almost 11. It's probably 11:30. I'd go with 11:30.
But we got back good time.
We got back dang good time tonight.
I'm awake.
We got our fish cleaned up. Okay, take those off.
Put them on.
Right here. so cool.
I don't think civilians can drive those.
Are you sure?
They have like 20 axles.
I want one. Troy made the comment in there, he's like, so basically this isn't even a truck stop. I go, no, this is a travel center. It's right smack in the middle of nowhere in South Dakota off of Interstate 29, and it is busy. A lot of people, a lot of people. He actually says this is almost worse than Interstate 80 truck stop, I-80. I'd say he's right. I actually used a self-checkout just to leave that place. You want to know what the really cool part about staying at a town that's having one of the biggest, if not the biggest, car shows in North Dakota is everybody pretty much knows their stuff there. I was pulling into the hotel we were staying at, and a gentleman goes, "Hey, me and my buddy were talking. Is that a 7.3 or a 6 liter in that pickup of yours?" And I go, "It's a 6 liter," and it's a sick 6 liter. I explained to him everything that was going on with my pickup, and he's a machinist by trade and a diesel mechanic, and well, I think he diagnosed my pickup, and I'm about 75% sure he diagnosed my pickup, because everything he was telling me, everything that it was doing, he nailed her right down to a T, and I'm pretty positive we know what's wrong with the pickup now. You said your pizza was hot.
It is.
It's keeping my Cinnabon warm. See, what was going on with the pickup was the stutter it was getting. I thought it was a fuel filter. He thinks it's my turbo actuator. And a turbo actuator on these trucks it's all one piece, actuator and turbo. And he started rattling off some things. And then he kind of just goes, "Well, what are you putting in it for oil?" And a while back, actually 3 oil changes ago, someone had mentioned to me to, with this 6 liter, switch over to a 5W40 synthetic. He goes, "Nah." He goes, "Get rid of that 5W40. He goes, "You can run synthetic if you want, but not worth the money." He goes, "Go ahead and put a 1540 back in it and keep running that. And then if that takes care of your problem, then you need to start looking for a turbo, because you're leaking some oil by there, and that's what's giving you your stutter." That sounded pretty, he was drunker than hell, but that sounded pretty confident, right, Troy? Yeah. Those are the mechanics you got to listen to, the ones that are sitting there with a Bud Light in their hand, or whatever he was drinking, half tossed, sitting beside a bunch of muscle cars. Those are the ones you listen to. So we're going to try that. The minute I just changed oil right before we left on this trip. I think I'm going to change it tomorrow and dump 1540 in it and see what that does to it, because I'm thinking he's right. I have really strong expectations that he is right. How many miles we got left?
300.
300?
Whatever 3 hours is.
We have over 3 hours. We're not even to...
So 3 hours, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'd go 3.5, because we still got to get to Brookings. And we haven't made it to Watertown, South Dakota yet. We just seen Super Trucker Dan. A lot of you guys know him from YouTube. He just went through Sioux City, Iowa. Yeah. I looked at him and I was waving. Then it just kind of dawned on me, oh, I could have recorded that. But I didn't. No. My butt hurts. Does your butt hurt? My butt hurts. My butt hurts. My butt hurts a lot. My left leg is kind of tender. You pushed me for 260 miles,
I was
man.
sleeping. It wasn't me.
535 miles, 7 hours, and 15 minutes. 1,472 miles in total from the minute we left this point. But needless to say, welcome back to Mapletown. For the past 6 days, we have not felt heat like this.
It's 81 degrees.
It's 81 degrees.
It's gonna be scorching when we get out.
We rolled the window down a little bit ago and I'm like, whew, feel that heat coming in? There's some heat out there. Some heat out there. I hear you haven't played with that ball since I've been gone. You went 6 days without playing with that ball? Are you over here, Black German? Hello, Black German. How are you? Are you playing with your ball too? You're happy, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're just a pretty German. Yeah. Hope he got kind of hefty while I was gone, so he didn't lack on eating. See, you're doing good so far. All right, Troy is already getting ready to go. He's got a football picnic thing to do for school tonight. I am going to finish unloading the pickup, and then I'm going to do what I know how to do when I'm not in a semi or gone somewhere. I am going to go mow. Dad is doing really good at mowing his yard this year. I'm going to put that out there. Back, when he was sick, he didn't mow it, and then, he just kept progressively getting better. I just came into town, I looked over at his yard, and I'm like, that's a good looking yard. And our yard's even a good looking yard. So Sarah mowed while I was gone. I only have 2 yards to get done then. I am happy. I hope you guys enjoyed our fishing adventure to Devil's Lake, North Dakota. A lot of things happened. Things that, I don't know. Videos like this, you have to work kind of hard at trying to come up with a title for them. But I think my big thing is I never thought I'd ever run into a subscriber in North Dakota. It's 2. We're ran into 2 of you. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. And that car show, man, that just makes me want to get my Oldsmobile or the Bronco out to mess with it. Fish were off. We found them though towards the end, and that's all that matters. Oh, when we were going through Sioux City, Iowa, I ran into Super Trucker Dan. I need to send him a text and tell him his truck was looking very nice when he went through the city. I didn't have the camera on, but I seen him, and now I just got to remember to send him a text that said, hey, the truck looks good going through the city. If you guys haven't yet, Super Trucker Dan over on YouTube. All right, I'm done. You guys stay safe, and as always, I will see you next time.